Before Skrillex would team up with Diplo and form Jack U, before Skrillex would be nominated for 5 Grammys in 2011 and take home 3 wins. Before he would do some seriously creative shit like working with the remaining members of The Doors, or scoring the soundtrack for the film Sprinbreakers. Also, he collabed with his one-time girlfriend Ellie Goulding. Skrillex was born Sonny More and he became obsessed with music really young. Michael Jackson originally was his favorite and he would dress up as the pop icon. At the age of 9 he got his first guitar. By 13 he was making his own music on his computer. Then he got his first big break when he joined emo rock band From First to Last and he got the gig as lead singer. But after 3 short years the guy had busted up his vocals and he required throat surgery. That's when he decided, you know what, singing isn't actually what I'm into, and he got into DJing, producing, and being the madman that he is. Also, originally he was performing under the name Twipz, that is before he decided to use his childhood nickname, which was Skrillex. My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life of the Skrillex prior to fame, here for you on Before They Were Famous. Also, this one was requested a whole bunch by the subscribers. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below who to document next. I read all the comments. Sonny John Moore was born on January 15, 1988 in Highland Park in northeast Los Angeles. He was given up by his birth mother and raised by 2 loving adoptive parents. His actual birth mom would visit the family sporadically throughout his life. He knew of her only as a friend of the family. At 16 it was announced to him that that was in fact his mother, and well, he wanted nothing to do with her. The family moved to the Forest Hill neighborhood of San Francisco when Sonny was only 2. By the age of 5 he'd become obsessed with music, Michael Jackson in particular. At every chance he could, he would dress up as Michael Jackson. He had the shoes, he had the glove, he had the shirt, he had the hat, and he would wear that stuff to school. At the age of 9 his parents gifted him his first guitar, and his taste in music, well, it would change. The first albums he ever bought were Marilyn Manson's Antichrist Superstar as well as 9 Inch Nails' Broken EP. At 10 he attended a boarding school located out in the Mojave Desert. At 12 his family relocated back to northeastern California. There he was enrolled in a private academy specializing in arts. He says his big musical turning point was when he discovered Warp Records when he was only 12, specifically the music of Aphex Twin. Due to relentless bullying at school, it was decided when Sonny was 14 that he would be homeschooled by his adoptive parents. By this time, Sonny had already formed 2 bands with friends he had met at rock concerts. There were the Riots and there were Hazel Raws, both with different styles showcasing the boys' diversity early on. On top of all this, he also joined another group known as The Risk, but young Skrillex, a nickname that had been given to him by his band buds, well, he was getting fed up with everyone else because no one wanted to put in the hard work as much as he did. At 16, his family broke the news to him that he was adopted, and at this point in time, well, he felt really unsure because everyone around him apparently they knew and no one told him. He decided to pack his bags and move out of his parents' house. Thankfully, he had a new career awaiting him as he had been messaging emo rocker From First to Last who were in need of a guitarist. Skrillex got the gig, he moved to Georgia, and as soon as he started working with the band, well, they decided, hey, why don't we make this kid the lead vocalist? Now at the time, Skrillex was angry as hell, so the work as a screaming vocalist worked out for him. That was for 3 years until he had to undergo throat surgery. By 2007 there was a lot of beef amongst the band members and Skrillex had realized that being a singer wasn't what his heart was into. He decided he would go for a solo career, and a few months later after quitting the band, well, he got a deal with Atlantic Records. From there he moved to LA and he would couch surf for some time, getting put up by a buddy known as John Dadsey. He poured all his energy into making new music, and at this time he was operating under the name Twipz. By 2010, he would have adopted the nickname Skrillex that he grew up with, deciding why the hell not. And he released his debut Skrill EP, and soon after the dubstep game changer, My Name is Skrillex. And from there, he changed the genre of dubstep and EDM, well, forever. And the rest of the story, well, you know the story. This is Before They Were Famous. My name is Michael McCrudden. Thanks for checking out my personal channel. I do all sorts of celebrity bios on here. Skrillex was asked a whole bunch by you guys, so be sure to let me know in the comments down below who you want me to document next. And I'll get to all of them. It'll just take a little bit of time. Alright, see you guys in the next one.